Hello, my crafty friends. Well, today I have a one-sheet wonder idea that I want to share with you, featuring one of the packs of paper from this year's Saleabration. Hi, it's Lynn Dunn from Stamptastic Designs. Thanks so much for joining me today. In this episode of Stamptastic TV, I have 6 different card ideas that I want to share with you that were created from one 12 by 12 inch piece of the Daffodil Afternoon Designer Series paper. Now, this particular paper is one of the freebies that you can get as part of Saleabration. So for every $50 you spend, you can choose a Saleabration item for free. So I'm going to show you how to cut up this piece of paper to make these 6 cards. Now, the cards in this video feature one of the greetings from the Blessings of Home stamp set from Stampin' Up! And the cards also feature one of the basic border dies. So there are a variety of different dies that you can use to create a fun border for your card, just like this. So we're going to be using this little die here to create that fun border for our cards. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I will share with you is the pack of paper that we're going to be using. So it's called Daffodil Afternoon, and there's just a variety of different patterns in here. We're going to actually be using this particular pattern because it's got a lot of white space in the center. So it's perfect for doing this one-sheet wonder that I'm going to share with you. But there are a lot of other patterns in here that you could use as well with this one-sheet wonder. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to slide this paper into the paper trimmer. So I just put it right up at the 6-inch mark, and I'm actually just going to cut it in half. So I want to cut it in half on this white space here. And then we will, after this, we will then turn these and we will cut these at 4 inches. So your first cut is going to be directly in half at 6 inches. And then you're going to cut each of these at 4. So I'm just lining these up together. I'm cutting 2 sheets at a time so that I have 6 by 4 inch pieces of designer paper. So you should end up with 6 pieces of designer paper, and they're each cut at 6 by 4 inches. And so I purposefully did that because we're going to use that die, that border die, to create just a fun top here for our card. Okay, so now you're just going to take 2 pieces, put them together. You can actually cut 2 of these out at one time. So we're just going to lay this, we're just going to kind of eyeball it and lay it across the top here. And we're going to create this fun little scallop. So this is what it looks like after you send it through the embossing machine. It just creates this fun little scallop. And so I did 2 pieces at the same time. So you're going to do this with all 6 pieces. Okay, so once you have all of your little pieces cut with that really fun little border, then you're going to take these pieces and you're going to cut 3/4 inches off the bottom of each piece. And that's because, as you can see, it's a little too big because we cut it at 6 inches, remember? So I cut these a little bit bigger just to ensure that I didn't cut off too much when I used that border die. So you can cut off about 3/4 inches, and that should give you a nice area up on the top. All right, so once you cut off the bottom, you cut that 3/4 inches off the bottom, you'll see that this fits really nicely. So this will be the bottom part of your card, and then you have this open part up on the top here. So I just used a different pattern paper from this pack because I thought this went really well with this particular card. So these pieces are cut at 1 by 4 inches. And so what I'm going to do first is just adhere these to the top of my card. And then I will go ahead and take this piece and adhere it to the card so that it overlaps onto this little peach colored piece. So it just creates a really nice look. So you need to cut 6 pieces of designer paper at 1 by 4 inches. Then the next thing you'll need to do is cut all of your card bases. So I have 6 card bases here. They're all cut from Mossy Meadow cardstock just to coordinate with the designer paper. Then you will also have to cut 6 pieces of this same pattern paper that we're going to use on the top. You're going to cut 6 of them at a 1/2 inch wide and 4 inches long, and we're going to stamp a little greeting on these so that we can use them on the card. So I recommend prepping all of your supplies first. So cut all your card bases, you need 6. And then these we already prepped with the designer paper that we're using. Then I went ahead and stamped all my little greetings. So I'm making mine all birthday cards. So this is the 1/2 inch by 4 inch piece of designer paper. And then these are the 1 by 4 inch pieces of designer paper. So once you have everything prepped, then we can go ahead and do the assembly. Okay, so there you go. Now you have 6 different card ideas that you can create from one 12 by 12 inch sheet of designer paper. And if you enjoyed these card ideas, feel free to download the printable tutorial. You can find the link in the description below this video. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by liking it and sharing it with your friends. And leave me a comment below to let me know what you enjoyed most about the video and the cards shared here today. Have a fun and creative day, my friends. Take care.